remember when I was 4, maybe I was 5, but I remember get out of the head today, who knows? But I remember I went with my father to the such a hot day. I remember looking across and seeing my father, his hand going into the cold earth, pulling out potatoes and carrots. And there I was, just sitting there, playing with the hose, when suddenly I looked up and I saw my father's back, and I thought, my God, he looks really hot. His skin was beginning to burn, and I looked across and I thought, what would happen if I turned on that faucet? And before I knew it, I was turning on the faucet, and the water was beginning to arc out across the pale blue sky, hit my father's back. I remember he was really angry with me.
When I'm at the pearly gates, this'll be on my videotape, my videotape. Mephistopheles is just beneath, and he's reaching up to grab me. This is one for the
I can remember the way my mother used to look at me.
I remember my parents, they had such big expectations of me.
I couldn't understand why she looked so upset.
I come from a long line of doctors.
Then it became hard to make friends, to have a normal life.
I've made a study of what it is to be normal.
And one day, everybody knew. They were all watching me.
I go onto the ward, and they're all watching me. Of course, we've attempted therapeutic exposure. Come, take notes. To little effect, patient A, I hope you're writing this down, systematically exposed to stimuli of previous traumatic events, has simply failed to respond. Collaboration, adaptation have proved fruitless, and regular and sedative medication has proved to subdue the patient but not resolve this advanced schizoid fantasy.
How do you know I'm evil?
I've been told it.
Why? Why? You know the traffic light at the corner?
Yes.
I'm getting signals.
And what do they say?
I won't tell you.
Why not?
Because it's you. It's what you're like. And you know that yourself. And I'm not going to say it. No.
Did they tell you to hurt people?
Not people. You.
But you know, that doesn't happen when you take your medication.
That's why I stopped. Because it was making it hard to get the information. No!
You do know you're ill, don't you?
No! I've been told. I've been told that.
You can see, can't you, that subduing the patient really is the only answer. You're very lucky to be on this ward and be able to observing me at work, I have to say. You can see if we had spent more time exposing her to emotional trauma.
What do you think? Do you think I should get the... I don't know, I'm not going to get blue. I think I'll get the red dress. Well, it suits me better. Don't you think? Absolutely. OK, can I borrow your bag? You're a sweetheart. Thank you ever so much. OK, I'll see you later. Yeah. OK, bye now. Bye.
I don't know if I should tell you,
What?
but you are my friend, more than she is.
What is it?
What do you think? Is it better to know things or not to know things? Is it better to just let things be the way you think they are, the way they are really, because if someone says something, that might change everything? And do you want that? Do you think it's interfering? Or is it what a friend ought to do?
Well, you know you're going to have to tell me now. You know that.
But some people might say you shouldn't say anything because you might not want to hear anything against your best friend. But I do keep seeing them together. And last night I was having a drink with her and he just sort of turned up and after a bit they left together. And, well, they hardly bothered to come up with a story. I just wondered. I'm probably imagining things and I shouldn't be putting ideas into your head because it's probably perfectly all right. I'm sorry. Maybe I should have kept quiet. Oh dear, I've told you now.
They're having an affair.
They are. You know that? You knew that?
I've known for quite a while.
How long?
3 years.
And you're okay about it?
Yes, I'm okay about it. But thanks, though.
You can see here
Right.
everything. We are meeting
There
every
you are.
Saturday at
That's interesting.
11, and we have parking space for and for children. You can leave your children and cookies and
I'm
some
just going to have
drinks.
a look.
Yes.
So, God gives your life meaning. You've said that.
Yes. So
Yes. So, without God, there is no meaning to your existence.
and
So, does God have to have a higher God to make his existence meaningful? And does that God need a higher God, and that God need a higher God, and that God need a higher God?
no, of course not.
No, of course not, no. So, all that stuff he's done, he might find it all a bit meaningless. I'm surprised he's not depressed.
I don't think he minds whether he thinks or not. I don't think he thinks about it.
So, why do you think about it?
I'm not God, am I?
No. Well, I don't mind if I don't mean anything. So, does that make me God?
It makes you really annoying.
La la. Oh, come on.
What What did you do that for?
I thought...
Did you even think about what was going to happen?
I know...
To me and the children, did you even think about that?
It seemed like the right thing to do.
We'll have to change who we are. We'll have to go and live somewhere else.
I didn't say...
You'll be a protected witness. We'll live our whole lives in fear. We'll have to move to America and go and live in a mobile home in the desert.
I didn't say who I was. I just made the call.
From your own phone?
Of course not from my own phone. I'm not stupid.
Oh, okay. Well, you are. Well, from a public...
Yes, a public phone.
Where? Near here? In the high street?
No. I took a train.
You took a train?
Yes.
When?
Today, to make the call. I went to Brighton.
So you weren't at work. You didn't go to work. You could have picked the children up from school.
I was in Brighton.
I would have liked a day in Brighton.
It wasn't a day in Brighton. I made the call from a public call box. I had a cup of coffee. I took the train back. That's all.
Well, what did you say?
I just gave them the name. I just said, hello, this is the name of the person you want in connection with. No, I won't leave my name. Goodbye. That's all.
Well, what if they know the call came from Brighton and they knew he went to Brighton and they knew him?
They won't do that. They don't need to know who I am.
What
they
if-
just need to know who to look for.
But what if they know you went to Brighton?
But they won't know what I did in Brighton.
For sure. But what if he's got a mate in the police who tips him off that you went to Brighton, or he knows someone who saw you get on a train to Brighton?
Of course. How likely is that? Of course he has. Why would he have a mate in the police? Of course he hasn't got a mate in the police. Have I got a mate in the police? You're making the whole thing up. It isn't going to happen.
I just want to know why you did it.
It wasn't a nice thing that he did.
He was a friend of yours.
He's not a friend of mine.
Oh, for sure, not now. But he doesn't know he's not a friend of yours. What if you see him? What if I see? What if he comes here and says, "Oh, the police have tipped me off. Can you help me?"
You're making things up again.
No, I'm not. That's exactly what's going to happen. That's exactly what's going to happen. That is exactly what's going to happen.
How do you know I'm evil?
I've been told it.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye.
You know the traffic light at the corner?
Yes.
I'm getting signals. The one on the left, as you got from here.
What did they say?
I won't tell you.
Why not?
Because it's you.
It's you.
It's all about you, and you know
It's
that
all about
yourself.
you, and you're not going to say
And
it.
I'm not going to say it. Do they tell you to hurt people?
Not people. Just you.
But you know, when you take your medication, that doesn't happen.
That's why I stopped taking it. It was getting hard to get the information.
You do know you're ill.
I've been told that.
Come on, dear. It's time for your medication now. Come this way. This way. Let's go.
Why did you know when it was so raining and windy?
I don't know if I should tell you,
What?
but you are my friend. More than she is.
What is it?
What do you think yourself? Is it better to know things or not to know things? Is it better to just let things be the way you think they are? The way they are really, because if someone tells you something, that might change everything. And do you want that? Do you think it's interfering, or is it what a friend ought to do?
You're going to have to tell me now, you know that.
But some people might say you shouldn't say anything because you might not want to hear anything against your best friend. But I do keep seeing them together. And last night, I was having a drink with her after work, and he just sort of turns up. And after a bit, they left together. They hardly bothered coming up with a story. I just wondered. I'm probably imagining things, and I shouldn't be putting ideas into your head. Maybe I should have kept quiet. Oh dear, I've told you now.
They're having an affair. They're having an affair.
They are. You know that? You knew that?
Yes, I knew that.
How long?
3 years.
And you're okay about it?
Yes. Thanks though.
I can't believe he's still here. I
can't believe
asked
it.
these to be sorted out
Health and
weeks ago.
safety, isn't
I sent
it?
an email out to your department.
There's
This
bloody
is absolutely
evidence
not
blocks.
acceptable.
Goodness,
Please get
I
rid
shouldn't
of
be
it.
moving them. I'm supposed to be in the car park, not on level 3, not with my vertical.
Oh, here you are. I need you to call straight and
Didi, what
John,
a
I
drag
mean,
she fires
just-
me. Îi voi spune eu.
oh, well, you can't come bursting
You
in here and shouting.
shouldn't fire people by mail.
Well, I'm sorry, I am.
I'm
to
just saying
appreciate- I'm
it
busy at the
needs
moment.
to be face to face.
So if you could just.
Just look into my eyes and say, you're fired. Just say it.
Well, redundancy easy to what you're.
Just look into my eyes and say, you're firing me. You're a coward. You cannot say it. Just say it. You're fired.
Well,
Just say it.
why don't you speak to my PA and make an
I'll
appointment?
set up this, Henry, please. Thank you very much. I'm so sorry. I don't know what to
I
do.
do not
I'll
under
talk to
the
security.
housing manager to come here. We should have
no,
someone
I'm very
just
sorry,
next to the
yeah.
door
I
and
will.
just yes.
No, not yet. I thought we'd meet in the park. Yeah, where we always used to. Okay. Well, yeah, I'll talk to you later at the party. Okay, bye.
Hi, David. Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
hi.
Sorry, I am late. I'm sorry. Oh, and it's so hot, amazingly hot. How are you?
Okay, yeah. You look great.
Oh, thank you very much. You too. How are you? How are things going? Oh, yes.
I don't know if I should tell you.
What?
But you are my friend. More than she is.
What is it?
What do you think yourself? Is it better to know things or not to know things? Is it better to just let things be the way you think they are? The way they are really? Because if someone tells you something, that might change everything. And do you want that? Do you think it's interfering? Or is it what a friend ought to do?
You're gonna to have to tell me now, you know that.
But some people say you shouldn't say anything because you might not want to hear anything against your best friend. No, thanks. I do keep seeing them together. And last night I was having a drink with her after work and he just sort of turned up and after a bit they left together. I hardly bothered coming up with a story. I just wondered. I'm probably imagining things. And I shouldn't be putting ideas into your head. Sorry. Maybe I should have kept quiet. Oh dear. I've told you now.
They're having an affair.
They are. You know that? You knew that? How long?
$3 since we split up.
And you were okay about it?
Yes. It's everything okay. Thank you, though.
That was a story, wasn't it?
That was such a story. Listen, everybody, you have to hear this story today. Go on, you tell it. You tell it.
So she says, how do you know I'm evil?
Oh.
She says, I've been told.
Oh, you know, the traffic lights at the corner.
You know the ones you see up the road when you go on the left?
Yes, yeah.
I've been getting signals.
What did they say?
Oh, I'm not going to tell you because it's all about you, and I'm not going to say it.
What did you say?
Do they, so she says, do they ask you to hurt people? And she says, no, not people, just you.
That's a story. Yeah. And I said, you do know you're ill, don't you?
Oh, listen, and she says, you know this goes away when you take your medication. And she says, yes, I do. But that's why I don't take my medication. I can't get any new information when I take my medication.
You do know you're ill, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah, I've been told that.
Very, very funny.
That's true.